Hey page turners, welcome back to Long Box, the weekly comic book review where I talk about the books I love, hate, buy, and leave on the damn shelf. Let's get into this week's episode.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when
Hey guys, welcome back. This is issue number 5 of Long Box Weekly Comic Book Review, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have been giving. This week's independent book is from Shiloh and Rebecca James, PHANTO SCI, the Phantasmagoria of the Maniacal Wizard. The difference between these two isn't just the cover, however. The inside of this one is just a simple black and white, and this one has a gray textured effect to each page. Now before somebody points out the shameless self-promotion in this, I did letter this book myself. In this story we have a very powerful entity known as the Corpse Cycle. It's devouring and destroying anything that's set in its path. The youngest of 7 sisters, Empress Vimya, can tell that this force is coming, and she can tell that it's going to bring about a catastrophic event. Vimya finds out that the only way to fight off the Corpse Cycle is to reunite with her past self, Marion. This issue concludes when the essence of Vimya meets with the body of Marion, and it leaves one hell of a foreshadowing for the next issue. If you're interested in PHANTO SCI and you'd like a copy, I left a link in the video description to Indie Planet where you can order a copy of the white or the gray variant. Thank you Shiloh and Rebecca. Thank you guys for giving me an awesome opportunity to letter my first book. Go out and pick this book up, guys. And once again, if you're going to go out there and you're going to buy all these mainstream books, every once in a while pick up an indie book. You might be surprised at what you find. XMen Legacy number 6. This is the first issue of this book that I've actually picked up. The character Legion I'm not too familiar with. I really wanted to pick up this issue because all the lettering, all the word bubbles and all that, it just really stood out to me since I do a lot of lettering myself. However, when I read this issue, man, I was so damn confused. I couldn't tell what was going on, what was happening current, what was happening in imagination. I could not tell what was going on. It was so confusing. So I'm going to have to say that along with the cover's just as confusing as the inside. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to read issue 1 through 5, I'm going to check this out. So if any of you guys are picking this book up every week, or every month, or whenever it comes out, and you're digging it, let me know if this is something I should keep reading, or if it's something I should just say, hey, that was a cool cover, and pass on the rest. Pail number 5. This book just seems to be like that roller coaster. It goes up and it goes down, and then it goes way up, and then it goes way down. And I don't know if I want to keep this book on my pole. If I like this book, I mean, the first few issues were really good. It had a good, solid storyline. The Court of Owls came out strong. It made you really want to read it. You know, continuation from the Batman books. It just seems like it's going to waste. And I'm more interested in the Hulk or the Juggernaut Talon that's in this. The big, mean, Killer Croc looking under the mask type crazy bastard. I mean, that's what I want to see. You know, If that's what the Talon was that big guy, this book would be on everybody's poll. But since we've got this awkward wannabe Batman, it's just awkward, man. I mean, there's people I know that read this book. I started liking it the first 3 issues. I was really involved in it. But it seems like these last 2 issues, book's just been declining and declining. But I will say this, we got some more of the giant Hulk Talon that's going on in here. And it seems like the next issue is going to be some pretty tasty events. So I'm going to pick up issue 6 just to check it out. And if issue 6 doesn't start working out for me, man, this is coming off my pole. Uncanny X-Force number 2. Issue number 1 of this I really didn't like too much, other than the fact that Bishop showed up. And then again in issue number 2, I really just wasn't digging what was going on. It seemed like the story was very dialogue progressing. It didn't have any plots that really seemed to stand out that made me go, hey, this is a really good read. I want to put this on my poll. It just seemed very, very monotone. It was just good enough for who it's for, typically, you know. And I don't like books like that. The introduction of Bishop in this issue was very slow. I felt like there could have been a lot more. And with issue number 3, I hope that they really kind of hammer this book out, because I could see this book being good, but I could really see this book just flopping. Deadpool Illustrated number 2. This is following right along with issue number 1. Deadpool is just hacking up classics, and in a good way, not the bad, you know, turning it into a crappy rendition of somebody's idea of a good story. No, this is actually a really good and a fun read. The end of it foreshadows something cool for part 3. I'm eager. I mean, this is typically something I pick up for my wife, but I started reading them, and this is something that I feel is more on my pull now than it's on hers. Uncanny Skull Kickers number 1. Technically, this is Skull Kickers number 19. What they're going to be doing for the next couple of issues is putting some odd moniker on here. Uncanny, all new, superior Skull Kickers. they're just going to be rocking it out. It's the same book, it's the same storyline. They're just trying to mess with everybody and, you know, do some cool covers. This issue is really cool. I'm not sure if this is going to be a running gag that they're going to be doing in the next several issues coming out, but what you have is in the upper panel, you have the main story going on, and down here in the lower section of your page, you have another secondary comic that's taking place. And I thought it was really interesting. The book flowed. If you're not checking out Skull Kickers and you're into like any type of RPG stuff, or you just like fun, entertaining comics, pick up Skull Kickers, because the lettering, the artwork, the coloring, the dialogue, everything, it's just a really solid package. This book, every single issue, there's at least 4 to 5 moments where I find myself literally laughing out loud, because the writing is very comical, and it takes into account that the characters know you're watching sometimes, so you're going to come into a lot of events, a lot of situations in this book that you really aren't going to encounter in any other book that's on the shelf. Uncanny X-Men number 2. It's been a while since I bought an X-Men book, and I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this book. If you like number 1, go out and get issue 2. This issue, we see Emma Frost dealing with the fact she don't have control of her powers like she wants. She's not sure what her relationship with Scott is. The New Mutants are trying to figure out if they get to go home, if they're in trouble, if their lives are ever going to be the same. We got everything going on in this book that you really want from a good Team X-Men book. I suggest going and picking it up if you haven't checked it out yet. And the book everybody's talking about this week. The one book nobody can go out and buy. The one book everybody underordered. And the one book that the goddamn company spoiled. Why would you do that shit? 2 days before it comes out, you're going to sit there and you're going to talk about it, give all the details on why. Batman number 8. Man, I gotta say, I really like the cover. Morrison, you did a really good run with this story. I understand why this character died in this issue. I understand why you killed him off in your storyline. I totally get that. However, with the fact that we got the death of the family going on right now, it would have been a perfect time to kill off Robin, man. Perfect time. There was so much stuff that could have happened in that storyline that you didn't, and then a week and a half later, you kill off somebody. Come on, DC, what's going on, man? I cannot explain how much this irks me. Now again, I just want to say, this book is awesome. Batman Incorporated, if you enjoy this book, if you're reading it, you understand why they did it in this book, and I fully support it in this book. However, like I said, with the death of the family, and death in the family, you had Joker beating the hell out of Robin, killing him. Red Hood. Okay? And death of the family, you have nobody die. Your concept of death of the family is the Gotham Bat family to kind of separate and not see. Now it's just a dysfunctional family. You could have killed somebody. You could have killed Joker at least, damn it. If you haven't read it, spoilers. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to try and not ruin it for you. This pissed me off. I'm glad I got a copy. I'm sorry the people out there that wanted a copy didn't get a copy. Try and find one. Those out there that are trying to sell it for $30, $40, $50, you're an asshole and you should be punched in the throat for trying to sell a $2.99 comic for 10 times the cost. But DC, why did you have to kill off a character in a book that doesn't have a continuity issue? It doesn't even connect with Batman. I mean, you threw all the Batman fans really for a loop when you announced this shit, and it upset me. And I apologize for all the damn language right now, but I'm upset. You shouldn't have done this. You should have taken this character and killed him off in the death of the family. And I'm just going to say, a 10-year-old going around beating everybody's ass every issue got monotonous. You knew it was going to happen. So I would like to say, if you're going to keep Damian around in the other books, at least have him have some more turmoil, some situations where the kid's not just, yeah, he's going to win. You already know he's not going to lose. He's going to make it out in the end. Give this kid some problems. Give this kid some issues. He's a 10-year-old. He's not a teenager, man. Make him have some problems. Make him have bad decisions. Make him be a kid, okay? He's out from the Al family. He's in the Wayne Manor now. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to mess up. That's what Bruce is there for, to be a dad. Let this kid be a son for a little while. That's if you keep him around. But Grant Morrison, again, I want to say, awesome job. You're doing a great, great job on Batman Incorporated. Don't get me wrong, I'm not coming down on you, but I just feel like this event wasn't used in the proper placement. It wasn't used properly in a proper area for the proper points and the proper situations properly. So that's my point. That's my review and my opinion on this book. I know that it's not a comic book, but it is a book, and it is comical. It's something from my childhood, something many of you viewers out there have either heard about or had yourself, and it is Garbage Pail Kids. My wife got this book for me yesterday. We were out checking out some shops in a little town we always drive through, and there just happened to be a little comic shop there, and she's seen this. She knows I'm a big Garbage Pail Kid fan, so she picked it up. What we got here is this is series 1 through 5 of the Garbage Pail stickers, all full color, you know, extra size. I mean, it goes in, it's got your main card here, and then underneath it, it's got the secondary name. And for those of you that aren't familiar, Garbage Pail Kids, they had your main series, and each card, there was 2 versions of it. You had, one was your main, your A card, and it had, you know, like Bad Breath Seth, and then you'd have another card that was your B version of it, and it would have Foul Phil. So, you know, you'd have the same picture, but you just have a different name for 2 different cards. So, she picked this up for me. She knew that I'd love it. I mean, it's got some forwards and some information as to how they were created, you know, when they started up. You know, the artist that actually did it, you know, a little bit of background on the company, the fact that there was, you know, garbage can candy that came out for a while. I think I still have one of those little garbage cans, to tell you the truth. But this is the first Garbage Pail Kid. It came in wacky packages. That's another trading card sticker set that some of you viewers might enjoy thinking about. But yeah, I mean, it's got, let's see how many pages are in here. What was that, 221 pages of Garbage Pail love. So what we got here in the back, though, which is actually kind of cool, is it comes with this pack of stickers. And I haven't opened it because I don't know what's in there, and I'm not sure if it's just, you know, common stickers or, you know, that's actually in here, or if it's rare stuff that they never printed or released or what. So I'm going to do a little bit of research, and if it's just stuff that's in here, I'll keep them in there. But if it's not, then I'll probably take them out. I don't know, I might leave them in there. Who knows? But this is the really cool thing. You know, I hate these slip jackets because they always get torn up. And this one, I thought when I seen it, I was like, wow, that's really flimsy, and it's like, it's so thin. But it's made out of the same paper that the card packages were made out of when I was younger. So the cool thing is you take off the jacket, and you know what's inside every package of Garbage Pail Kids? A piece of bubble gum. But if you know about Garbage Pail Kids and you actually bought these things, you know that piece of gum was never that way. It was like this. It was broken into a million pieces, and I can't believe how many pieces of gum I've eaten in my life that were broken like this. You buy a stale-ass package of cards, take out a shard of gum and cut the roof of your mouth and just be, hey, it's good and sugary pain. But yeah, this is really cool. Anybody out there that sees it, that likes Garbage Pail Kids, check it out. I believe you can order this on the Topps website. I'm not sure how much it costs. I think I got this for $20. Yeah, I got it for $20. But I think they make an oversized version that's like full, you know, magazine hardcover size, and I think that one's like $45. But I believe it's all the same information in it. This one's a little bit, you know, more pocket friendly. So that is my suggestion for the week to go pick up. Go pick you up some Garbage Pail Kids. Even if it's not the book, just go try and find some packs. As always, I shoot this show on Comic Explosion here in Lapeer, so if you're in the area, stop in. We're at 214 East Nipissing Street, where we're always running deals. Right now, we got 50% off back issues and 25% off all hardcovers and trades. Stop in, because I'd love to see you. Hey guys, if there's something on the shelves you think I'm missing out on, leave me a message. I'll do a review, and I'll let you know my opinion on it. Thank you very much for watching.